Oh my goodness, we finally got it all figured out to start it live. Welcome. How's the market on March 6th, 2023? Jennifer Zoeller with Realty Executives, Registry Realtor here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Got that out of the way. All right, so what's going on in the market? We like to start with what have Michelle and I have we seen this weekend? This weekend, we were going to have just an open house at a listing that was with another realty agent. I went door knocking on Friday with another agent from our company, a different one. We met a couple of the great neighbors. A couple of the people volunteered, like they're about to list their home or they're maybe one in a couple of years. A couple neighbors stopped by at our open house. The open house was pretty quiet, but the home has been on the market for a little while. And then that day kind of transformed, and we got in. Someone reached out from a prior open house they went to about 5 months ago, and they are in the position to buy now. So we saw 5 houses. We were going to write an offer, but decided not to. That home, which was in Grafton, 350 range, did sell like that weekend, multiple offers. So again, what we're seeing is that that three to five range. If your home is in good condition, if it has a lot of square foot for the price, so your square price per square foot is lower, it's going to go quickly. You're probably going to get multiple offers. So that's what we kind of saw in the houses we saw. Sunday, I saw a listing that's been on for a little while, a very unique property out in the country, has a private lake that's associated with that subdivision. But it's been on the market a while, and the buyers were kind of wondering why. When we went there, it has a really, really unique property. It was a homeowner who had a passion for their property. And so it just wasn't quite the right fit for my buyers. For one thing, I had like a small one-car garage, and they need more space for vehicles and work and things like that. But it was interesting. One thing I really love about being an agent is the cool properties that you see, and like see how people put love into their properties. So we passed through the weekend. Michelle made it through an inspection, negotiation, and we saw one open house, couple listings, but no offers this weekend. All right, so I wanted to talk about a couple things. One thing, a little bit more on the market here in Milwaukee. So I kind of did an analysis of what we're seeing as far as, let's see here, what we're seeing as far as listings coming on the market from Milwaukee. And what we're seeing here is I compared it this year to last year. One second here. No. Dang. So we're having live stream issues trying to figure out the tech tools, which I love tech tools, but it's a little tricky. There we go. Okay, let's look at this. So what we have here are comparing listings this year to last year. Top line is the 4 county listings. So same week last year, same week this year. Last year there was like 307 listings at this time of year. Last week in the 4 county there was 137. So less than half the same amount of listings coming on the market. And then I kind of wanted to drill down to Ozaukee County. Ozaukee County had like 33 listings last year this time, and then it had just 13 this year this time. And how many accepted offers on these homes? It looked to be like about a third on both of them. Now, granted, it's Monday still, and so there's probably some accepted offers coming through. I would say maybe a little under 50% got accepted offers, maybe 40% or so in the first week, but that's just a guess. So that's kind of what happened this week. A few houses are coming on, not that many. Open house, kind of low traffic, but the home had been on the market a while. Homes that are in that sweet spot, excuse me, sweet spot, 350 to 6, either low square price per square foot, nicely done. They're going off the market, multiple offers quickly. Okay, so a couple things I wanted to talk about that came out. If So generally it used to be that people owned their home, like not that long ago, maybe 10 years, it was 12 years that stayed in the same home. And now, if you look at this graph here, they are staying in their home, is starting to drop again. And the amount of time that people spend in their home now is like down to 6, no, other way around. It used to be like 6 a couple years ago, excuse me, and now it's like up to 12. And so people are staying in their homes longer. So why are we seeing them stay in their homes longer? Couple things I wonder. I wonder if aging baby boomers, that they're less likely to move. When they were moving more often when their families were younger, upsizing, and now they're kind of stable. They're going to stay there. I think that is one reason that we're seeing longer times in home. Second reason I think is, of course, the interest rates. When Let me see my stats here. When the number of people have the interest rate that they're going to stay in their home longer, when the interest rates are like below 4% and things like that, they're going to be staying in the market a little bit longer. Another stat I wanted to share with you is it kind of shows how many homes are on the market, listings on the market. And as you can see, like if you compare February, those are all the dark. Oh, here we go. Here's a graph. If you can compare February's between since February 17 to February 23. It's just continually down the number of houses that are coming on the market in February. And so again, we're just seeing those lower rates of people coming on, buying or bringing their homes onto the market. All right. I'm using like preview on the live today, and sometimes I forget to push the preview to live. So, all right. So they're living in their homes longer. We're seeing that they're staying like 12.3 years. A couple reasons are because of the interest rates are being so low. Second is I think it has to do with baby boomers. They moved a lot when their families are younger, and now it's slowed down. The other thing that we're seeing is that buyers are sensitive to the rate. So mortgage applications are down a little bit. In January they were up, but then we saw the rates dip down. And what I find, I think we have educated buyers who really know what's going on with the rate, or the maybe informed buyers that know what's going on with the rate. Um, but and I think, in other times, like if you think about it, our rates jump so much in like a 6 month span. But if they had crept up like over 3 years, that they were four and they crept up eventually to seven, I think it's like that frog in the hot water thing. If it had crept up, I don't think buyers would be so, like, oh, it's 7%, let's back off. And I think just the dramaticness of the rate increase, that the Fed is like keeps tinkering, up, down a little bit. Oh, let's get into the market. And so I think, like we said, we have informed buyers, but hopefully the Fed, first of all, like doesn't next month increase the rate too much. We keep hearing of like 0.25 or 0.5. 0.5 is maybe going to scare off a few more buyers. Now, if we take that, so there's less applications, buyers are sensitive to that 7%. How do we tie that into our less homes on the market? Does that mean our home rates are going to decrease? No, because what we're finding is home listings are down, buyers are down, but there's less listing than buyers. So there's still more buyers in the market in a comparison than there was, so let's say like last year, of the comparison of buyers to home sellers. Um, and let's see, homes. So the other interesting thing that was in the news this week is that new home sales is up month to month. So new construction, 7.3. So from December to January. And a couple of things that the new construction is doing is they're offering some incentives to like upgraded appliances for no increase. They're offering, what are the other incentives that they're offering? Rate buy downs that they're giving to the buyer, so their product is moving. I did a search in Milwaukee County of how many new listings or new construction listings, like, let's see, Racine, or no, Waukesha had like 117 new listings on the market. I think Racine had like in the 40s, Ozaki in the 40s. So there's some new construction listings, but again, not as many as we might see. Let's see here. So the other thing that we're really seeing right now is that the prices are maintaining their, to kind of tie this whole circle together. Inventory's lower, there's fewer buyers, and kind of how I just alluded, the prices are remaining near high, so they're not really dropping off. I know last year, if you had a seller who was thinking like they kind of crossed over from the June to July where the market went crazy with the rate drops and kind of stalled. They were worried like if I didn't sell it in this hot market of January to June, am I going to have to list my price much lower? But we're seeing that prices are really remaining in the Milwaukee area. Different parts of the country is different. Of course, real estate is local. But we're seeing in the Milwaukee market is that the prices are really maintaining. So if you're a seller thinking of listing, now is a good time to do it. What will happen in 6 months, we don't know. If the rates drop, let's say the rates drop even to like 6 or 5.5, we'll see more buyers come in. Will that cause more people to list their homes? It's very cyclical, and so it's really hard to say. What I can tell a seller at this point in time though is that your home is going to be listed at near high pricing, and that there is buyers on the market looking. I was doing in Ozaukee County looking like above 700. There's really not that many homes there. I noticed a home, Cedarburg, went under contract in 3 days. I think it was between 900 and a million. So there's all kinds of buyers out there looking. So what can we expect this week? What reports are coming this week? Let's see. On Tuesday, there's going to be the consumer credit report. Wednesday, there's going to be the ADP employment report and the jobs openings report. Thursday, there's going to be jobless claims. And then Friday, it'll be the unemployment rate and employment rate. So there's a lot of employment numbers coming out this week. And if you remember in January, those numbers were positive. There was like more people employed. And after that number came out, a lot of all the other numbers that came out that weren't related to joblessness, like inflation, that they were all higher than expected. So it'll be interesting to see if we get a boost again from like the jobless numbers, some more positive reports on the jobless numbers would be really good. And maybe would signal the Fed to not go to the 2.5 and maybe do just 2.5. The 10-year rate right now, or today, this morning, could have changed even by now, 3.94, which is below 4, which means that our mortgage rate is below 7. So we want to keep it below there for buyers. Anyways, that's the housing market report for Monday, June. Here's the market report for May 6, 2023. Jennifer Zoeller, the Red Shield Realtor. Have a great day.